YB stays on your neck.
Yo, my dance. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So, as you might have seen by the title, Deontay Beyonce Wilder has officially confirmed he will never fight Anthony Joshua. Now, I'm gonna follow the. Bear with the YB for a few minutes of ranting, and we're gonna get there eventually. How I've deduced this is pretty simple, really. What do we know? Let's go with the facts, as always. This is why the facts be. Listen, Anthony Joshua. Up until June 1st, he was fighting everyone and winning. Povetkin win, Klitschko win, anyone win, wanted everyone. Deontay Wilder, April 2019, Wembley, didn't want it. Fury didn't want it, etc., etc. And whilst AJ was on that massive winning streak, do you remember? Well, don't worry, if you don't remember, the YB will remind you. Cast your mind back to the week before June 1st, AJ. I want to meet with Wilder. AJ, I want to meet with Fury. I want to get these fights going. Please, Wilder, let me get in that tight little ass you've got. Please, Fury, let me get in that tight little Caucasian ass you've got. Yeah? That's what he was begging. He was begging to get deep in there. Deep inside there. Deep inside them little virgin booty holes. That's what he wanted to do. I'm sorry to be so coarse, but that's the truth of it. Was he not begging? AJ's tried it all. He's tried the smoky way, about I'm going to knock Wilder out. He's tried the other way, literally begging Wilder, please let me get inside them cheeks, please Wilder, please let's have a meeting. I've come to your backyard, I've turned up, what's popping? What did Wilder say? Oh man, oh man, Anthony Joshua, why you gotta come to USA, man? Why you gotta chase me in my own home, man? Oh man, AJ, man, oh, I'm fighting Luis Ortiz, and then I'm fighting Fury. I'm fighting Tyson Fury. Oh man, yeah. Well, I'm fighting Luis Ortiz, and I'd love to fight you, AJ. I'd love to fight you, but I got all these fights lined up. I've already signed. Look, check my Twitter, AJ. I've already signed up to fight Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury 3 more times. I'm so sorry, AJ. I'd love to fight you, but I'm booked until 2023. Oh man, you've heard the recording there. Not only have you heard the recording, you've seen the history. That was literally, I'd love to sit there and say that recording was an exaggeration. That's the bottom line truth. That's what he was saying. It was unbelievable. And now, how that's relevant to today is, so bear in mind, when AJ was on a pure winning streak, as dangerous as you like, offering Wilder record money, 120 million for 2 fights, literally. Because let's get it right, it was 100 million for 2 AJ fights. But really, he got another 20 million on top because for a fight, he knew he was going to win against Bumzeel, 20 million. And this is how scared he was. You know what? It's funny. We don't really get to talk about this much anymore because obviously it's AJ and Ruiz now. But I was laughing to myself the other day, reminiscing about the good old days where all the videos were about AJ and Wilder. And actually, on hindsight, I'm glad that this has happened because at least it's brought a bit of freshness. I was getting bored of the whole AJ and Wilder business. But at least now, it's fresh, but still, I was reminiscing, thinking about all them videos I did about Wilder ducking AJ, Wilder wanting absolutely no parts of AJ no matter what. And anyway, as I was saying, how that's relevant is, when AJ was winning, smoky as you want, beating everyone, Wilder wanted no parts of him. Didn't want it any way he could, regardless of the money. Do you remember, we talk about how Eddie Hearn was sending offers and John Skipper was coming in, the Magic Man, and all this big money was getting sent around? In fact, that's amazing, I've just remembered. Do you remember, Winkle was literally refusing to meet? Flat out, no, I'm not meeting him. I'm not meeting him. He wasn't answering emails, he wasn't doing anything, didn't want no parts of it. That was where we were up to. It's kind of crazy, you know. And actually, just quickly, I've gone off course here, but listen, I actually take my hat off to Ruiz because, let's get it right, Ruiz got in there, did the business. I guess he's contractually, to be fair, Ruiz did, I don't know what I'm saying, respect to Ruiz. The only reason Ruiz is doing his rematch is because he's contractually obliged to. He tried to weasel out of it. So actually, I don't know how much respect I give to Ruiz, but either way, he got in there, won the lottery. But put that to one side, back to the topic. I'm pointing that out because I want to highlight how much of a pussy Wilder is, because we've just scoped out. Wilder wanted none of AJ when he was undefeated and looked like Superman. Now, 2-2 it comes out. Wilder also don't want to fight AJ if he's had a few losses. It's like, you see it here. Wilder claims Wilder fears for Joshua's career ahead of Ruiz rematch and says he will never fight heavyweight king if he keeps losing amid concussion round. Now, ignore the concussion round. That's to do with the whole McCracken situation. But stick to the topic of this. He will never fight ex-heavyweight king if he keeps losing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What does that mean, Wilder? Because when he was winning and you got offered record money, you didn't want no parts of him. Oh man, well if Joshua, funnily enough, when Joshua was winning, when Joshua was dying to get in my panties, when Joshua was dying to get him inside my tight little cheeks, I didn't want to fight AJ. But if AJ loses, I also don't want to fight AJ. I just don't want to fight AJ. That's what you might also come out and say. Wilder, just do it. It's like that whole... Do you remember, this was the classic for me. This is actually where... This was the first point I actually realised Wilder wants absolutely nothing to do with AJ. It was when he was... Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all better come correct. 50-50, man. Yeah, man. 50-50, man. And then Blue Balls got him on there. Blue Balls thought he had a banger coming. Blue Balls gets Wilder on there and says, yeah, Deontay, tell all these stupid UK fans that y'all want to fight Anthony Joshua if you get y'all 50-50. Wilder pauses. It goes silent for about a minute. Oh, well, Blueberry, man, I don't know, man. We don't even know if we want 50-50 anymore, man. We got our own plans, man. We got to fight Adam Kalinowski. We got to fight Luis Ortiz. We got to fight Tyson Fury. We don't even know if we want 50-50. We busy, man. We got plans, man. They had that chance back in 2018. We sent a $50 million offer, man. Cock-a-doodle-doo. You remember that? That was a proper classic. And as I said, that was when I knew I don't want no problems. He didn't want no problems. Always finding a way. Oh, well, if AJ loses, I don't want to fight him. If he wins, I don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight him. And I'll tell you why. All AJ needs, now in that Ruiz fight, it wasn't the best example, but I've been saying it myself. All AJ needs is that kind of Golovkin defense, Golovkin or Canelo defense. Chin down, elbows in, get on top of Wilder, throw some inside shots, and that is all she wrote. Wilder will fall like a sack of potatoes, literally. Well, a skinny sack of potatoes, you know. Can you actually buy skinny potatoes? You know, them oblong potatoes. That's what it will drop like. It'll just drop. He got no legs, no foundations, no inside game. And that's what you're hearing here. He don't want to, and this shows to you, I feel a bit sorry for Wilder, because it shows to me that he's actually psychologically broken. Because most people might fear an undefeated fighter. Wilder even if AJ is lost, I don't want no parts of him. That just shows you that AJ, and I've said it, I'm actually the one who actually coined this term. AJ is Wilder's boogeyman. Wilder has nightmares about AJ. And if you don't believe it, ask him. Oh, Wilder, if you're not scared to death of AJ, why is it when AJ's lost, you still won't fight him? Because you know AJ's got your number. Yeah? Wilder likes to fight people who also can't fight on the inside. That's the truth of it. Fury can't fight on the inside. Doesn't have the power for it. And it'll be interesting to see if Wilder actually ever fights Ruiz. I don't think he will. I'll tell you this now for free. If Ruiz ever beat AJ, yeah, not going to happen, but if he ever did, Wilder, I'll tell you one thing for sure. Wilder is not fighting him. That's one thing for sure. Never. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. Impossible. Too much inside. To be fair, AJ is a bit of a hybrid, but Ruiz, he's all inside. Wilder wants none of it. It's all a big bluff, and you'll notice this. This is something that Wilder's been renowned for. Do you remember the whole thing about, oh yeah, Wilder always calls people out when they've got fights? What do we know? Wilder knows AJ and Ruiz's contract is ironclad. Yet yeah, man, I want to fight Ruiz, man. Yeah, man, oh yeah, well if AJ and Ruiz don't fight, I want to fight AJ or Ruiz. Come on, bruv. Sharpen up. Don't be stupid. You always try to... Wilder's like Fury in that respect. He's always trying to look for the smoke when the smoke's already engaged. You know what I mean? It's always just cut the BS, man. Cut it out. Just be honest. You like fighting stiffs. That's it. You and Fury are stiff fighters. That's the bottom line. Don't try and make out you want it all. Oh yeah, I want to fight AJ when he's busy. Oh, I want to fight Ruiz when he's busy. Actually do things, because one thing we know, let's get it right. Ruiz only signed the fight in May. Why weren't you calling Ruiz out instead of fighting Bumzeel? Why weren't you calling Ruiz out instead of the other stiff you fought? I'll tell you why, because you don't want no work. You want to fight bums. That's why.